Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Sick, and I'm back for another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video for you today. And this video is basically going to be, I was thinking about a couple videos to make, right? So I was going to make a DP tier list video, and as me exploring the characters in the game, I come to find out that there's a lot of good characters in the game that no one knows about because everybody's just picking the same characters. So instead of me doing a tier list video with every single tier for the DP points, where it comes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I figured I'm gonna do a tier list video for every single DP point position. So the first video we're gonna speak on today is level 7 characters or level 7 DP characters, and these are your characters like Gogeta, Boo, so on and so forth. And I'm gonna show you the best characters in the level 7 class, and the reason why there are some of the best characters in the level 7 class. And if you want more diversity in picking characters, you should try these characters out instead of just picking Gogetas and so on and so forth. So hopefully this video helps you out when it comes to picking from the level 7 class characters in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Hopefully you're able to learn something new from this video, and if you do learn something new from this video, please smash the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Helps the channel out a lot. Support. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because I'm having more content for you to enjoy. But anyways, let's get started with this video. So as we start this video off, you're going to talk about Gogeta. To me, Gogeta is the best level 7 DP character in the game. To me. Now I'm gonna explain my reasons why. So first off, he has 4 health bars, which is good as a level 7 character. Normally, a lot of the characters in the game got 3 health bars when they start off. He has 4 health bars. So he has 4 health bars and 2 key bars, as you can see from there. So keep that in mind, right? He also has the potential to get stronger because he has transformations. So that's another reason why he's, to me, one of the better level 7 characters in the game, because he could transform and get transformations. But base Gogeta is a really good character by himself, and one reason he has access to a wild sense, and his wild sense is only, with every single wild sense in the game, is only 2 skill stocks, right? So that's really good. He has 2 skill stocks to use wild sense, so whenever you have 2 skills, you can pop a wild sense, start transforming, and you go always be on offensive. And if your opponent counter attacks, you have a free counter attack against your opponent right there. So that's really good. Another thing is he does above average damage for level 7. As you can see, that combo right there was 6,900, and that's pretty much one of the higher combo damage you're going to get in the game. So that's really good. There are characters who has more combo damage than him, but there's not that many as a regular base combo. So his damage is really. Another thing about Gogeta is his rush attacks and rush moves. He got very quick rush attacks, so it's kind of hard to time him for counters. It's not that hard, but since it is, he has multiple hitting more rush attacks, it is a little bit harder to time sometimes, right? So when it comes down to his rush chains, he has 1 attack into his Ki Blast, this is really good for interruption. So if you know your opponent is gonna like just keep mashing buttons with the full square combo and y'all end up clashing, this is really good. And you could charge it, and he gains armor when you charge it, so that's good. This is also his sidestep attack as well. So that's the only bad thing about it, Gogeta, is that this is his sidestep attack. It's still pretty good, but it's not like you could really true combo off of it. Your opponent will be able to block. So it would be cooler if he had a gut punch, but it would do the job. Now when it comes to his rush chains, he has 1 hit into to his Ki Blast button, which is good for interruption, and you could charge it. I don't believe there's any follow-up though. And then it does have a follow-up from there after when it's full charge. He has 2 hits, into a gut punch. Then he has 3 hits into a rolling hammer, which turns on their back, so that's really, really good. And then he has 4 hits into an overhead, so that's really, really good. So he has all the tools you need. He has a gut punch, he has a rolling hammer, and he has an overhead. Even though the overhead is later on in his rush attack, it's still really, really good when you have the back turn. So keep that in mind. His Kamehameha does close to 10k damage, so that's pretty good. You're gonna hit your opponent with Kamehamehas if they get knocked down by a combo on the floor, and you do a little extra damage from there. He has a super explosive wave that costs 4 bars a meter, so that's not really good. But if your opponent is trying to like super dash at you and you read the super dash, boom, you could just do this and they fly right into that, and it does 11k damage, so that's good. And his ultimate is ultimate. It's nothing really special about his ultimate. The main use for Gogeta is you're going to be using Wild Sense a lot with him, since it's only 2 bars, and you gain meter with Gogeta really, really quick in this game. He takes less damage than other level 7 characters. I'm gonna showcase that. I'm gonna have the computer do a regular rush attack on me, and you're gonna see the output of the damage. Also have decent Ki Blast. It's not the best Ki Blast. His 4 Ki Blast is pretty good though. His dash 4 Ki Blast, let me showcase that. It's pretty good. His charge Ki Blast is pretty quick. It's pretty fast with his regular Ki Blast. His jump Ki Blast, pretty good. And his jump charge is pretty good as well. So he has a good Ki Blast game. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. It consumes pretty much a good amount of meter, but it is what it is. He has really good combo game. He does one of the most damage. He has a Wild Sense, and he has 4 bars of health. To me, and he stun punch you on his perception. So this is the reason why I feel like Gogeta is, if not top 1 in the level 7 DP class, he is at least in the top 2 or 3. So moving on, we got full power Frieza. So I'm gonna give you all the reasons why I feel like Frieza's up there as well in the top 5 when it comes to the level 7 DP class. Full power Frieza. So Frieza has a ton of unblockables, right? So one, Frieza starts out with 3 keys a meter, right? And immediately he has access to unblockable at the start of the match. This is one of his unblockables. So we're going to set the opponent to guard. And this Death Salsa right here is unblockable. That does 10k damage. So it's really good, right? He has another unblockable at 4 keys a meter. He could do this Nova Strike, which is pretty quick and does 10k damage as well. So that's really good. Another blockable he has is his skill attack, which is Psychonesis. And that's really good. You get a free combo from here. You can take the back. It has armor and so on and so forth. So that's really good as well. Another unblockable Frieza has is his jumping charge Ki Blast attack, which is unblockable, as you can see. So that's also good. So that's main reasons why this Frieza is really good. Has a good Ki Blast game. His side Ki Blast is good. His standing Ki Blast is good as well. He doesn't charge up meter as quick as a couple other level 7s, but it's decent enough. Really good Ki Blast. Good forward Ki Blast. retreating ki blast, jump ki blast. That's unblockable if he's in the air, period. And he does regular ki blast or charge ki blast. That's like good to follow behind homing. That's really, really good. His sidestep triangle or ki blast is a rolling hammer. So let's look at it this way. Turns him in the back. So if you have a sidestep a move, you can do the ki blast into a rolling hammer and get a back turn combo from there. So that's really, really good. His rush chains, he has a gut punch, which you could just do one button to the ki blast and you get the gut punch. A rolling hammer with 2 hits into the ki blast. I think that's a ki eye cannon or whatever you want to call that, but that's pretty good for interruption. And that takes 3 hits to get into. And then 4 hits into the ki blast, you get another gut punch. And his combo damage for like a basic combo is average damage. Nothing special for a level 7 character, it's just average. And he doesn't take that much damage as well. I can see he doesn't, it's around the same thing as Gogeta. He doesn't take a lot of damage as well. So that's really, really good. Frieza also has a gut punch on his perception, which is really, really good because you could use that to take the opponent's back and do whatever you want from there. So all of these reasons is why Frieza is a good character at the level 7 DP class. And if you're tired of just picking Gogeta, you should consider picking Frieza as well. Alright, so here are some reasons why Bojack is one of the better level 7 DP class characters in the game. So off the bat, he has a half a bar of health more than normal. So everybody starts off with 3 bars, not every single body, but most characters starts off with 3 bars. Bojack has 3.5 bars. So it says 4, but it's like 3.5, right? He has 2 ki blasts, right? He has a cycle barrier to get out of combos. This is basically like his version of explosive wave. So if I was to make the dummy hit me, I could break out for, if I got 3 skill counts, I could break out the combo. Alright, so he has some type of defensive technique, which is really, really good. He has a beam, which does pretty decent damage. He has a rush attack, a rush super, which does really good damage as well. And it's pretty quick. 10k damage, really, really good. He also has a skill that could give him buffs. He get an attack buff and a ki blast buff, so that's good as well. When it comes to his regular damage, he does high damage. He's like one of the harder hitting level 7 characters in this game. He is the hardest hitting level 7 character. I don't think there's another level 7 character that hits harder than him. So he does really good damage. And when it comes to taking damage, he takes the least damage from all the level 7 characters in the game. So that's really, really good. His sidestep into his ki blast button is a rolling hammer. So whenever you sidestep attack and you hit them with this move, you get their back and you can do a combo from there, which is really, really good. His rush attacks, it's pretty decent. It's on the slower side, but it's not that slow. His rush chains, he has this move for interruption. 2 hits into the ki blast button, you get a rolling hammer, you get their back. So that's really, really good that he has that early in his combo. He also has a gut punch on the 3rd hit, and he has a gut punch off the forfeit as well. So he has 2 gut punches back to back. So just keep that in mind as well when it comes to comboing with him. His Ki Blast, his standard Ki Blast is pretty alright. His moving Ki Blast is kind of whatever though. His jumping Ki Blast is whatever as well. His charge Ki Blast is really, really good though, because it puts the opponent in a stun, and then you're able to get a free combo from there. The stun doesn't last as long, so you can still get to the back though, so that's really, really good. Bojack also has a untechable grab. Whenever you see a grab that has 2 lines, the lines like down the side, that means that grab is untechable. The trade-off is that it's a little bit slower, but it's a very good grab since it can't get teched. And then yeah, so that's pretty much all the reasons why Bojack is one of the best level 7 class characters in this game. So another one of the top characters in the level 7 class is Gotenks Bull. Gotenks Bull and Gohan Bull are pretty good. I personally prefer Gotenks Bull because of his tool sets, but Gohan Bull you can't really go wrong with either. But the reasons why Gotenks Bull is up there for me is he starts out with 3 key bars, which is really, really good. He has an explosive wave that costs 2 bars, so you get out of combos. Some defensive mechanics to get out of combos. He has regeneration, which costs 4 skill stocks, which helps him get health back, so that's good. He has a unblockable move in his Galactic Donut, and I'm gonna showcase that. This move is unblockable, and it does close to 10k damage. And he starts out with 3 Ki Blasts in the beginning of the match. So if you have access to that move at the beginning of the match, which is really, really good. He has decent Ki Blasts. Jumping Ki Blast is okay. His charge Ki Blast is pretty good. You could like follow him behind it. His jumping charge is pretty quick. His air charge is this. You gotta be very far away. You could do this. So that's pretty good. His combo damage is above average. That's pretty good damage. It's basically high damage. It's 2 away from 7,000, so he's in the high tier damage. He's not the highest tier, but he's like in the second highest tier of damage with level 7s. When it comes to taking damage, he does take a little bit more damage than the other characters in the level 7 DP class. It's still not as bad, but since he has access to a regeneration, it don't really matter because he can always give himself more health whenever he gets 4 bars. So that's pretty good. His perception gut punches the opponent as well, so you get the opponent back, so that's really good. And when it comes to his rush chains, he has a Ki cannon or Ki cannon. He has 2 of those off the first punch and off the 2 hits into it. He has an overhead and he has a gut punch. So when it comes to his combos, his combo chains, it's pretty good as well. And this is one of the reasons why I feel that Bojack is one of the better level 7 DP characters as well. Now we're going to talk about Buhan. So Buhan is good as well. They do the same damage. They take the same damage. He has unblockable as well. His unblockable costs 3 bars a meter. it does 10k damage. No, his unblockable does 4 bars a meter compared to Bojack's, who does 3 bars a meter. And he has an after image instead of an explosive wave. So to me, Bojack is the better character. To me. But when it comes to rush chains, he has better rush chains though. He has a rolling hammer within his rush chain. So, I don't know. But to me, Bojack is the better level 7 character. So if you had to choose between one or the two, I would go with Bojack. And that is the reason why I feel like Boo is one of the top level 7 DP character class in this game. Next we have Omega Shimron. And Omega Shimron is definitely up there as one of the top level 7 DP class characters in this game because of his tools. So his tool set consists of his side step, ki blast as a gut punch. That's pretty good. If you go to rush attacks, we have this little interruption move. I don't know what's the name of it, but that's good for interruption. 1 hit into the ki blast is the gut punch. 3 hits is his ki blast cannon. And 4 hits is another gut punch. Then he also has the option to get stronger, which is also a plus. Another thing is his combo damage is top tier when it comes to the level 7 DP class. He has the highest damage with Bojack as well, and I believe Cooler has high damage as well. But yeah, he's top tier when it comes to the damage. When it comes to taking damage, pretty good as well. It's like average. He doesn't take that much damage as well, so that's really good because there's a lot of level 7 characters that with that same combo take 8k. There's a lot of level 7 characters with that same combo that takes 8k from that damage, where he's only 75. So that's pretty good. He has a perception, but his perception is just like a get off me move. It's not a gut punch. Same thing with Bojack. It's not a gut punch. So with those two characters, their perception is not better than the other level 7 characters with that gets gut punch, but with a lot of the other tools he has is pretty good. His sidestep again is a gut punch, so just use that. He starts off with 3 bars, so that's always good to start off with more bars. And his 2 supers is only 2 bars. He has a ki blast. It doesn't do that much damage, so you won't be using it like that. And it's pretty it's pretty quick from far away. It's pretty quick and it covers a good amount of distance, but you're not gonna be using it like that. Then you have this move that covers a wide area, and it's not the best as well. So his super attacks is not all that, but he does have, like I said, an explosive wave that only costs 2 skill stocks, and he has unblockable that only costs 1 with the Mystic Breath. And Mr. Breath has some type of armor on it, so that's good as well. As you can see, Mr. Breath breaks the armor. Yeah, it's a regular grab, and yeah. So the reason why Omega Shimron makes it into the top 5 for me is because he has pretty good tools when it comes to evasion, stuff like that. He has an explosive wave that only costs 2 bars, and he has a Mystic Breath that's unblockable that costs 1 bar, and he does one of the highest damage in the game. He also got the standard pretty good ki blast. His moving ki blasts are good. Jumping ki blast. Jumping ki blast. His charge ki blast. It's pretty good. He sends 3 of them out at a time. You can chase behind it. His charge Ki Blast in the air. Looks like that's pretty fast. And his air Ki Blast is pretty quick as well. So yeah, those are the reasons why I think Omega Shimron is he's not the best. He's not top 3, but he's definitely within 5 to 6. And yeah, Kola is another character that's really good at the level 7 DP class. Him and Omega Shimron is interchangeable. Honestly, Omega Shimron could be number 6 and Kola could be number 5. For these reasons, Kola has a half a health more, right? He starts off with 3.5 bars of health, which is pretty good. He has unblockable with the Psychonesis, just like Frieza does. He also have a Psycho Barrier, which is a get off me move if you're getting combo. So if you're ever in a situation where you're getting combo and if you have the skill stocks, you use the Psycho Barrier, which is good. He got pretty good Ki Blast, really good Ki Blast as well, actually. His charge Ki Blast paralyzes, so that's good. His jumping Ki Blast is really good. His sidestep Ki Blast attack is a gut punch or a gut knee, so that's good for stagger. He does high tier damage when it comes to the level 7 class. He does top damage. He also don't take that much damage as well too. He's close to 8k, but it's still a little bit off, so he doesn't take that much damage as well either. And when it comes to his rush chains, he got an overhead kick, which is really good, and it's early in the combo. You can do 1 hit into the Ki Blast and you get the overhead. 2 hits, you get a rolling hammer. 3 hits, you get the Ki Cannon. And 4 hits, you get the gut punch or gut knee or whatever you want to call it. He also have a gut kick as his perception as well, so that's really good. So yeah, those are really good reasons on why Kola is one of the better DP 7 class characters in this game. For honorable mentions, you have Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan and you got Super Saiyan Kefla. The main reason why they honorable mentions, they not as good as to me as the other 6 that I showed you, but Teen Gohan does have an explosive wave and he has a unblockable ultimate, which I think is the strongest ultimate in the game, so that is pretty good. He also take a lot more damage and he doesn't do as much damage as the others, so I think it's like at above average damage. And Kefla, she has a unblockable ultimate. That's the only thing she has really going for her. She does pretty good damage and the rest of the toolkit is pretty alright, but it's not the best as well. It's only because of the unblockable ultimate. That's really it. But yeah, folks, that's pretty much the end of the road for this video. Those were my top picks for the level 7 DP class characters. Gogeta, Bojack, full power Bojack, full power Frieza, Boo Tanks, and Kola. Mega Shimron and Kola are interchangeable. Honestly, I might have to give it the edge over to Kola than a Mega Shimron. But Mega Shimron is pretty good because he has an explosive wave. That's only 2 bars skill stocks. So that's one of the main reasons why he could make it in. But besides that, those are my picks. I feel like after training and labbing that these are the best level 7 characters in the game. And hopefully this shows the diversity of the characters in this game, and it helps people pick more characters that you don't always have to go with Gogeta or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You could pick lesser characters with the level 7s and so on and so forth and still get a good DP team. Frieza's good, Bojack's good, Tanks is good, Gogeta's good, Kola's good, Mega Shimron's good, and then you have your honorable mentions with Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, Kefla's okay, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you was able to enjoy the video and you learned something new from this video. And if you did learn something new from this video, please smash the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what y'all think about the video, what y'all think about my thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I hope everybody have a wonderful and peaceful day. God bless. Praise the Lord. Peace.